Carts, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Just a quick reflection on Monday night, a very frustrating result, but plenty of positives to take from the performance. How have you and the girls reflected on that one?
Yeah, it was hugely frustrating, and coming in on the Tuesday and doing all the post-match, you could see, the reaction was that we'd let one slip. I think the performance first half was excellent. I thought we dominated the game and created chances, but it's that all-important last little bit and putting one of them chances away. So, which is probably a little bit uncharacteristic of us recently. I think we've been pretty clinical in front of goal, but it shows you that if you don't take your chances and the longer the game goes on, there's always an opportunity that the opposition might take or create, and that's what happened. On our side, it was a poor goal to concede from a set piece, but that's when you go into the last 10 minutes of the game, it's all level. Then things can happen, and we got punished.
And the application from the team this season has been top. The performances as well. We're creating chances. Does it feel like the results that we want every week are starting to come? Yeah,
I think it's a results-based business, of course, and you want to win and be in and around the top of the league. And our aim has always been to challenge this season, so there's an expectancy with that. But we've always been mindful that we've changed the style of play. We're changing the mentality. This team has been used to being the underdog, if you like, in the WSL for a few years, and not having a lot of the ball and being an out-of-possession team. So this year we wanted to flip that and go and dominate games with the ball, and again a mindset and an expectancy then that we're not seen as an underdog anymore. So putting that all together and trying to get the season rolling and get into a rhythm and some momentum. I think we always knew there'd be little teething problems which have obviously come up. So, but the players have been excellent. Their attitude and their willingness to right them little details and them wrongs at the moment. They're desperate for us to be that consistent team and get the balance, and we'll get there. I truly believe it. We've got some fantastic players in the building, and they're really driven to make it work. So I'm pleased with where the group are, and we've probably been a little bit unfortunate in a couple of games this year, and as I said, been punished at key times.
And we've been back out on the pitches for a couple of days now since Monday. How pleased have you been with the reaction that you've seen from the group?
It doesn't surprise me that they've got straight back to work, and as I say, the message is always clear. We never get too high and we never get too low. You have to remain balanced in this game, because, as you say, you never know what's around the corner, and that's one thing that they've done fantastically well. Is whenever we're out there on the training pitch, they take on the information and they train with a real intensity and intent, and that's been our motto from day one, is to get better every day, even if it's a small little detail or get that little bit of work in. They've been fantastic, and the energy levels have increased because they want to put in a good performance now at the weekend and get back on track.
You mentioned the weekend there. We've got Durham. They've had a summer of change. They've obviously gone full time now. What can we expect from them?
They're a tough opponent. Obviously we played them earlier in the year in the FA Cup up at Maiden Castle, and it was a tough game. They compete and they're physical, but they can also play. So they've got some really good players, and so we're under no illusions it's going to be a challenge and a tough one. But I think the league in general this year, you've seen already that anybody can beat anybody, and on their day you have to go and earn the right, and every point you put on the board is certainly going to be earned. So they'll come, and I know that their away form hasn't been fantastic this season so far, so I'm sure they'll have the bit between their teeth to change that. But we're at home, we enjoy playing at home. I feel like we've made St Andrews our official home now, and we feel comfortable there. So we want to keep that momentum at St Andrews going.
It takes me on to my next question. We've got back-to-back home games. Now, like you say, made it our official home. It feels like a bit of a fortress. We're unbeaten there. How much confidence does that give the team then that they're back on the pitch at St Andrews? They know they're unbeaten there and wanting to extend that.
Yeah, as I say, we feel comfortable there now, and I think we got to grips with that last year, especially second half of the season, and I always feel confident when we're at St Andrews that we can put in a performance and get results. So, it's always nice when you're on home soil and you've got your fans there as well. It can give you an edge, we've got good form. So it's always nice to say, if your home form is very good, it gives you a real platform to have a good season. And as I say, it's something we want to continue.
And Tara Bourne came back on Monday. France Denson as well picked up 45 minutes for the academy. How pleasing is it to have those two back in and around the squad?
Very pleasing. I think Tara has come in and from day one shown her quality, and it was unfortunate because she was getting into a real good run of form, and performances were excellent, and to pick up the injury she did, I know was frustrating for her. But again, for her reaction and her attitude to get back fit, I know she's done some really hard work with the physios, and it's nice to have her available. And then Fran, I do feel for her that she seems to have had a real bad run of luck in terms of injuries. She came in and both herself and Lucy Thomas were obviously competing for that number one spot. So to see her back out on the grass and playing competitive football again is great, and hopefully we'll have her back involved with the first team very soon.
And in that academy game, we obviously made it through to the quarterfinals of the Academy Cup. So just a quick word on how pleased you are to see that our academy is thriving. Yeah,
I think ever since I've come into the club, the academy have really impressed me with the players that are coming through and the talent, and it's quite nice that I've been able to have plenty of the players come in with us and train with us, and they can then go back into the academy if they need minutes, and we've tried to balance it really well. Paul Cowie and myself probably speak nearly every day, so it's great that they get that continuity, and that they're striving, because there's a lot of hard work that goes on with Paul and his staff, and we want to make a run like they did last year and potentially get to the final.
And just a quick word on Jade Pennock this season. She's been in fine form. How pleased are you to see that she's showing all of the quality that she has?
Yeah, it's again not surprising with Jade, because she's got a real determination about her, and the one thing you never worry about is that she's going to be not be ready for any game, and she's going to give you absolutely everything. So the pleasing thing is that her quality and talent is being showcased now. She's getting the goals and the assists that her performances deserve. So and she's a real threat for us. And again, when you've got someone who has that work ethic and gets after the ball at the top end of the pitch, it filters through then to the rest of the team. So she does spearhead a lot of what we do in and out of possession. So really pleased for Jade, because again she probably typifies the attitude of the group and the desire to do well.
Well, Carter, thanks for joining us, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.